You're not playing the intro.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to. And today in the studio, we are joined by...
Casey Cupcakes.
We also have Led Zepp, Carrie Death, and Vaclav, and Scroda is MIA.
I don't know where that boy is.
I haven't heard from him all day.
He was here yesterday, hanging out all night. He was up too late last night. I guess we hurt his brain working around with that website.
Well, yeah. It's going to be funny whenever it's all situated.
It's always funny. That's another story all in itself. And for the record, today is May 23rd, 2015. It is a Monday here in Shroud, the Avatar. I want to wish a very happy birthday to my old man out there today. Happy birthday to you, Pops.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
whoa.
birthday.
Happy
Daddy-O's
birthday.
got a birthday.
Yep.
How old is he now?
Old.
He's actually older than you, believe it or not. Somebody I know is
Of
older
course
than
he
you.
is. Yeah.
He beats you by
I
hours,
believe
not days
he's
or
72
years.
years young today, if I get my dates correct. And I got more gray hair than he does, for crying out loud. Must be that rock and roll lifestyle.
Yep.
He swears he doesn't dye his hair. He just has his hairstylist cut out the grays.
God.
Which is
Yeah.
a smart move, you know. That works.
Just cut out the grays.
Yeah, you know, they work around. They snip out, you know, the grays
So
around.
does that mean he's as bald as I am?
Yes,
He'd have to be, wouldn't he?
Yeah, surprisingly, not so much. He's still got shoulder length hair. My old man is 73. Not quite as long as Led Zepp's.
Damn hippies.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's one of the original hippies from out of the 60s, my friend.
Yep.
That's right.
He is definitely a genuine hippie.
The band had the big old Dodge van to load all the equipment in out of, you know, with the jump seats.
What? No VW?
No VW. They actually had to move real equipment. You know, these guys actually toured on the road.
Well, it wasn't the 80s,
not to
so
say,
it wasn't the
not
half
to
stack
say
of
the
Marshalls.
windows didn't have smoke coming out of them all the time, but that's another story in itself. You know, and of course, I want to say hello to all the good folks joining us out in chat there. I see a couple new names out there today. Master Valo and
RP
Rovine.
Rovine.
Yeah. And of
RP
course, Kush Lady
Rovine.
and Botox. Change Tip. Vaclav out there has joined us in studio. And a handful of others. I see a whole bunch over on the chatty list. I don't know if they just haven't cleared themselves out or not. But anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We got a lot of coverage. It's a lot of stuff to cover, I should say. We got everything from Friday's newsletter to some crazy stories coming out of the forums. We've got, of course, a new community manager.
Yep.
Shooter Jennings put out a really killer, video over this past week. All sorts of interesting stuff out there in the news. And of course, we got stand-up corners and what our development team's working on. All sorts of great stuff for y'all. Of course, 65 days, 11 hours, 53 minutes, and 20 seconds till final wipe. For those of you people keeping track out there. So, Jack, what do we feel like starting with today?
Well,
You have any preference on some of that stuff I showed you? And
okay, so
of course, our daily grind.
We might as well look at the Shroud homepage real quick, so that way we can deal with the countdown to Final Wipe first. Then let's go into the update, because that new female avatar has me impressed.
Ooh. But for those of you who want to know how long it is, the countdown is now officially ticking down on the Shrouded Avatar website out there for you folks. And of course, over the weekend,
65 days, 11 hours.
Yay.
Yeah.
And we have updated the Avatar number 177 came out on Friday. And this, of course, now has the female Avatar revamp. Some pictures of the Duke Roundtable, of course, our new community manager, as I said.
Yeah, let's talk about that new female avatar.
Sexy.
I don't know if Led Zepp's seen it or not, but I like her underwear. I like her underwear.
Yeah, I think that's the only improvement, isn't it? Well, in the back.
Well, no, not just that, but they have also done some sculpting on her face to make it more, I don't know, athletic looking. So a little bit sharper angles on the face.
I like the shading. The shading really gives a tone and depth to the look of the avatar. But
yeah, but I mean that's all just based off the lighting in that one scene, though.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. She's very athletic looking, very, very leggy. I'd take her home with me.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back is an improvement.
Yeah, so I mean, they've done a great job. Again, the real question is how moldable it will be with. I mean, we know the body's not moldable, but I was referring to the head being moldable with the slider bars, and when they're going to work on those updates, because that is one of the tweaks that is going to be coming in soon.
It's funny you say that, because there's actually, and I didn't really think that was noteworthy, but there's a post out there about a new playable race. And looks like somebody morphed the female avatar's head into an alien-looking being, which was pretty funny out there.
Yeah, it's who is the guy in our guild that actually made the ugliest face possible for his?
I don't recall. Tell you the truth,
I can't remember who it was, but I mean, they just played around with all the slider bars until they could made it as deformed as possible.
Isn't that the default look? That's the default look, I think.
Yeah, we're looking at the default look.
Now for the male, it was like, holy cow. Yeah,
this of course, Led Zepp was cheap. He didn't go for the discreet packaging, and he took her home.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Now,
you'll get it in a minute when you look over. And,
I do have a minor complaint about the shading.
And what is that?
If you look at her top, and you look really close at the shading, there's something wrong with her left breast.
It's probably lopsided.
Yeah,
one's always a little bigger.
I know one's always a little bigger, and they're susceptible to being lopsided. But if this is a cloth wrap, I would like to know, how does it get that weird shading along the edge?
I don't know.
It's a little weird because there's no underwire in there.
You don't know that.
There's also no washing machines.
Breaking my immersion, man. You're breaking my immersion.
Yeah. But I'll let someone else complain about that.
There could be some metal bindings in there for all you know.
Yeah, I doubt that.
There could be a bear trap in those panties waiting for you to go explore.
Finger traps, huh? Chinese finger.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there's no sliders on the breast, huh?
Don't know. I haven't played with it. Is any of you ladies out there got a chance to play with it? Give us some feedback. We know we got quite a few in the audience out there, or any of you pseudo ladies, because I know quite a few of our male followers play females, and of course, most common answer given is I'd rather look at the female avatar's ass all day than my own male ass. So.
See, my problem is that I don't look at the ass very frequently. I don't pay attention to what's in the center of the screen.
I'm not usually looking at my avatar. I'm usually looking at what's ahead of me, what's around me. That's me. I mean, if I'm fixated on my avatar's ass, I've really got a problem.
Oh man. Well, if it's female, you don't have a problem.
But yeah, the female avatar is looking pretty hot. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing it in action. I didn't play too much out there on the QA this weekend, so and again, I didn't create or play with the characters. Just not what I do. I don't go explore the female character build. Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, we lost somebody. Hopefully,
Okay.
we lost Led Zepp.
You didn't kick him again, did you?
No, but I should, because he has yet to install the damn program.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Now, moving right along after, of course,
Moving right along.
Female avatar.
Going deep into the depths. We're going to plumb the depths of the kiln cistern. So the kiln's water supply is in jeopardy. Something foul is going on with... Something foul. Wait, hold on. I need to look at the on here. I don't see crafty method, so it really shouldn't be that bad.
I don't know. It was a cistern,
Yeah, it is a cistern. It is a cistern. So let's go ahead and look at these pictures that we have of the cistern. So I can't wait for it to be populated with undead. But right now, it doesn't really change much from most of these images. You've got a little bit of the sewer architecture, and it looks pretty much like most of the standard dungeons to me, based off those pictures. So,
well, we keep them with a common motif.
yeah, I mean,
And they do a good job keeping it that way.
yep. Although I'm kind of curious. Look at the last picture of the cistern, and then I would like to know what kind of cistern has lighting like that hanging from the ceiling. But
one where we started exploring it, and we wanted to see where the hell we were going.
oh yeah, need more wall torches.
Speaking of those, you got to bring some torches to Hobloth.
No.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, no?
What kind of torches are you gonna bring?
We are bringing tiki torches.
Not tiki torches,
So,
lanterns.
For what?
And why not tiki torches?
I said we are bringing tiki torches.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say tiki torches are great to keep the mosquitoes away in July.
I'm bringing a can of off.
Stella.
I might be breaking your immersion with that can of off, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I won't be flying.
We're gonna go to Walmart beforehand, buy about a dozen citronella candles, put them all over the place.
Just a dozen.
Bottles are off. Oh, I don't know. That's just from my cabin. I don't know what everybody else is gonna be doing.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm bringing 6 cans of air freshener for everybody.
Uh-huh.
Bring a few sticks of deodorant extra, some toothpaste for people.
I was gonna say we need to order a case of Febreze.
I know.
It's gonna get ripe.
Oh yeah.
Moving right along.
Okay, so the final Duke tour and round table, we have some more pictures there. I'm not in any of those because I showed up during lunch, so they don't have any of my pictures.
That was really weird. I noticed that they actually catered lunch in. Is that correct?
Yeah, because, remember the last time that we were there, we just walked into the same parking lot.
That was at the old offices.
Chinese food restaurant, which was right next door, so it wasn't anywhere to
that they lived
walk.
At.
Yeah. But so the new offices, they just did what they normally do during lockdown weeks and release weeks, which is where they cater in dinner for
from one
people.
Of the local places.
Yeah, yes. And so there was County Line barbecue that was provided.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And,
which is one of their regular haunts.
Yes, it is. And then you get to see some people staring at the developers working, and then from there, question and answer sessions with Richard and Starr and Chris.
Ice cream.
Yep, that's where I'm at. As I'm already on the ice cream picture.
You're on Barrick's picture of him eating mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Is that what it is? Mint chocolate chip? I was going to say pistachio.
No, that is mint chocolate chip. I don't even have to read it in order to identify that as mint chocolate chip.
I can't see that from here.
Remember the secret to my success is you blow up your browser window to 150%.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not abusing our fan base with distorted pictures like that.
Jack's secret to success.
One of my secrets to success. Well, did you see the tweet that I sent out?
Is to drown his sorrows in ice cream.
Is to know which developers like mint chocolate chip ice cream. We know.
Yeah. I think Led Zepp finally got the tweet that I sent out.
Oh, did you knock him off his chair and give him a heart attack?
No. The tweet that I sent out for Watch Lunch with Laz and Jack, interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to. Long and hard discussion of the new female Avatar. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey. If we're speaking of...
wordy.
Yeah. So Barrick is our new community manager. He comes to us from, I forgot, some like Deep Six Studios in Houston. So he is relocated from the Houston area to Austin. And so it is one where he will be in the office, so it's a lot easier for him to manage what's going on with the community and interact with the community in a better way. So...
And he's been on the ball. He hit the ground running out there. He stopped in at the hospitaller meeting yesterday, and we got to chat with him a little bit and see what he's got up his sleeve for the near future. And he's got a lot of thoughts. He's got a lot of ideas. He's got a lot of plans, and I wish him a lot of luck because the job he's got cut out ahead of him is not going to be an easy one, and he understands that as well. One of his jobs is, of course, working and keeping the forums straightened out and cohesive and comprehensive. And he's realized what a train wreck that is he's walked into. He also wants to do some work on the main Portalarium website that we're viewing now. So if you guys
upgrading things and making everything a little bit better.
Yes, making it better, making it streamlined. And he is taking opinions from the folks out there. So if you got something you like, you dislike, feel free to drop him a line. Let him know what you think we could improve on the websites, what we can do to improve or condense forums, make them a little bit more streamlined, make them a little bit more user-friendly. He's looking for suggestions. So don't be afraid. He don't bite. As you can see, he likes mint chocolate chip ice cream on the cone there.
Well, he also likes to dress as Deadpool with a Pikachu headgear.
Ah, gotta love that.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Yeah,
that's an interesting combination.
I think it's actually really, really funny. I like it. It is something that Deadpool would do.
I was wondering what that was.
Now
you don't know what Deadpool is, or you don't know what Pikachu is.
No, I was just wondering
He's
what the
old,
hell
man.
that picture was.
Well, he's got grandkids, so he should know
Now,
these
Jack,
things.
a little
Yeah, I know.
further down and under the picture here, this was pulled out of the forum, and I had a chance to read this in the forum, and I thought it was hysterical.
Are you
you
talking
wanna
about the
read the-
Balmer Peak?
The theoretical interview and how Barrick's interview went.
Okay, so does that mean I have to do different voices?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you wish, you think you'll
Okay.
pull off all
Yeah.
those different voices?
Hold on. I see you worked with Stratix and your resume looks good. Hey, I'm back in the office. Do you like fart jokes and whiskey? What? You may also be required to sing and dance to David Bowie. What kind of community are you running here? What is your stance on cannibalism and killing kids in games? Did you just say what I think you said? Hey, where are we going to put him? The DP Bird is using our last desk. I can't do everyone. We just got another 2,500 in pledges. Everyone do a shot. I thought you only did that during telethons. The secret to cramming in tons of content and features with a small team and never missing a release is to maintain the Balmer peak. Now, do you know how to correctly pronounce Corpians? Are you talking about scorpions? He'll have to work on that. You're forgetting the important questions. Does he own birds? You lost me at Balmer Peak.
Most of your voices were spot on.
If I could,
was a little off.
yeah, if I could do some of that with consistency, it would have been a little better too. Since I did not, that was the first time I tried that. So, yeah, thanks for asking for that
I
one.
don't know. I think Joseph and Chris sound a lot alike in real life.
Yeah, I think you might disagree.
Programming skill. Look at that.
Yeah, but I do like the Balmer Peak where the blood alcohol concentration has to be exactly 0.13578.
That's the peak of.
Exactly where it
Yeah.
should be.
And it confers superhuman programming ability.
You don't consider body weight in there.
Yeah, you would have to consider your body weight in that. Yep. So
And
moving.
of course, there's the picture of Deadpool with the Pikachu hat on.
Yep,
Yeah, because I was wondering what that was.
So the spring telethon of the Avatar rewards, we do have pictures of the flower crown, the butterfly pet, as well as the dragonfly pet, and as well as another picture, a side shot of the flower crown, while they're wearing the wedding dress.
Is that in yet?
No.
Coming up this week. Coming up.
Starting
in,
with release 30.
30 here on Thursday. And of course, new music. More. 2 sets of wax cylinders out there for you music aficionados. People who just gotta have more Shrouded Avatar music in your collections.
Well, if you also think about if you own a player-owned town and it's the dynamic town, this is even more tracks that you have to choose from that you can add to that town music player.
You know, I don't know about that. I thought the tracks for the music player. I didn't know you. I haven't played with enough to know either. So,
well, I have
whether
yet
we
to
can
buy
use
wax
regular cylinders.
Yeah, I believe you can. I don't see why you couldn't.
As I thought they came with the ones, that were the game soundtrack, and those which you had to use in those, and that's why we had the different styles. The one that was the lot-based one, and the one that was the town-based one. But I'll have to play with that. I'll have to go look at it.
You know what I could always do? I could always log in, but I would have to buy those cylinders first. I have not yet done that.
Yeah,
I
I got the first set. I don't know if I'm going to buy 40 more. These things,
yeah,
awful long list in your storage. Let's put it that way, because each one's an individual item.
Yep.
So that's 40 more items in storage.
But you could get the Volga Sea Shanty and Yo Ho Hum. I really need some rum.
I have room in my bank.
Yeah.
I bet you got plenty of room in that bank. How many add-on slots you got in that bank?
2 maybe.
Yeah, so moving right along, we have the new add-on store item with the ornate iron wall light 3-pack.
The wall sconces.
So that one is going to be based off the cobalt. Yeah, those are sconces. Those are cobalt architecture wall sconces.
They're actually a few of them are pretty similar to the ones that are already in the Cobalt homes as you place them.
You know what's really funny is if you're going for a chaos motif, if you notice, it's got 8 points on it. And then the lower portion is the 4 cardinal directions as far as the arrows. So if you like chaos, you might want to get those wall sconces. Although it would be cool if they threw off the chaos shadows.
Can I get my smithing hammer out and flatten those points up there and make my own chaos star that'll shine up on the ceiling?
That'd be pretty cool.
Hammer those points out a little. That would be cool. I have to give him an idea for that.
And then after that, yep, more time is running out. And then after that, the rest of it is normal stuff. Especially, don't forget Hospitalers with the Outlander and Hospitaler title. We have more information about that. Ooh.
Yes.
And before I forget, Casey, remind me about this weekend.
Okay.
Don't you have something planned for this weekend?
Quite probably. There's going to be a meet-up at the county line, and then there's going to be a group going from there to the Barons Play at Castleton.
You going to see the Barons men?
Yes.
I will not be able to make it after work that night, but I will be there for the player gathering portion.
What are they performing?
The Lark.
Time?
The Lark is the story of Joan of Arc.
Ah, okay. Very interesting. I had a good time last time we went out to see the Baronsmen. Look forward to doing it again when we go back in October. Don't think we'll have a chance to do anything while we're at Hobloth. Unless there's a play schedule that we don't know about while we're down there. Anybody?
There shouldn't be one scheduled for during
Hobloth. There will not be anything scheduled during Hobloth. We will have the property to ourselves, and we will be running around aimlessly and making general asses of ourselves.
Well,
including the theater.
That gives that. Well, yeah.
And don't forget that
we do the show in the theater.
We could, but we have it set up on the calendar for doing it in the in front of the provisioner.
It just dawned on me that we got the full theater there that we can actually use, and what would be more historic than
this is where you would actually have to go email Rustic Dragon and make sure that check the schedule to see if the theater is available during those times, because it is a very popular spot.
Somebody else may be putting on a performance.
Exactly.
I will have to talk to that boy. I don't know. That's an idea.
Yeah, you know what? We have 3 days until all quests, including signing up for quests, are to be done. So you still have lots to do.
I've got. What do you mean? I've got lots to do.
You were supposed to be creating several more NBN and printing pressed quests during times that you wanted to be available, because you're the starting NPC.
You just asked me for times. I told you you said I was going to make them during Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so we had the weekend available. I said, yeah, fine with me. I didn't know I had to do any more than just give you the okay.
You have to go create the quest.
I have to actually go physically fill these out?
Yeah, because I already did all the others.
I tell you. Every time I think you got it all taken care of, something else needs to be done. I love this shit.
That's right.
Slaka.
Well, it's a lot better knowing now than finding out when I pull up on Tuesday.
Well,
Going, hey,
you need to get that stuff taken care of. As I try to make Laz do some work.
yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't tell me I have to do it until it's just like
No.
minute.
I told you last week during the show.
Oh, yeah, look. Oh, by the way,
Oh,
you know, you got a
yeah.
whole bunch of things you still need to do. Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I told you I still have to go buy the wood and I have to do all the construction. But it is raining
Hey,
again here.
because you want polished wood, man. That's I don't know. I got nothing to do with that.
I was thinking about like getting some
Should've called Led
varnish and
Zepp. You
polishing some of it.
I got a couple surprises planned, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. I can't remember. On Friday, we did not discuss the stand-up corner on Friday, did we?
You know,
Yeah, I think
I believe we did. But
Okay.
you know what? We've got a stand-up corner today out already. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I knew that before the show started because it was posted
And
at
you
11:19.
know we're not going to be here tomorrow. Which
Oh
our
yeah, you're right.
viewership is just not finding out.
Yeah.
So
We're not going to be here
and of
tomorrow,
course there-
and we're not going to be here on Wednesday either because
there's a
Laz is getting
possibility
windows.
we're not going to be here on Wednesday. If the windows are coming, we will not be here on Wednesday. Or if they can tell me they get it done before we do our show, we'll be here Wednesday. But there's a high possibility that we will not be here both Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, we won't be here Tuesday. So for those of you who are interested, we will not be here definitely tomorrow. And it's possible we won't be here Wednesday. Having the rest of the studio boxed in and finished up.
Wait, Froshox wants to thank you for letting us know last minute. Last minute would be us sending out a tweet saying, "Oops, no show today."
We've done
too.
that too. That's right. You know, that's usually how it happens because usually it's unplanned.
And most of the time, it's like, "Are we doing a show today?" No. It's like I'm not at the house. I'll be home in about 3 hours.
What is this? Noah Go? Can you enable gaming? What is this? For skill donations? I'm reading chat room,
Skrill, whatever.
but I don't know what he's referring to.
Wait. Where are you talking about? Which
Yeah, I don't
chat
see
room?
it.
Twitch.
Twitch.
Wait,
Right underneath
wait.
Casey.
Can you enable
It's-
gaming for good? What the hell?
It
Skill
is-
donations. I don't know.
Well, if you do Twitch alerts donations, you can. Oh, gaming for good for Skrill donations.
A translate.
And I ain't clicking on any links in the middle of this show here. Unfortunately.
Whoops.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it. I will look at it later on, and if it's worth our mention later, we will of course add it. But I can't do that during the show right now.
Are you ready for some Monday update?
No,
Stand up corner? You're not ready for the stand up corner?
I've got it in the window over here. I pulled it
Somewhere?
up, but I just didn't. Didn't put it where it's supposed to be. That's all. Which is on.
That's what she said.
That's right.
I keep on clicking it on and off.
No go. Let the dogs out.
Thank you. Oh yeah,
Let the dogs
I
out.
should thank my latest follower, Big White Van Studio.
That was our newest
Let's
follower
up.
before Noah go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm curious as to whether Big White Van Studio or not drives around with like free candy written on the side.
That's FBI surveillance fan number 3 for those people who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one popped up, but of course that was a non-registered old follower, unfortunately.
Okay.
Darn.
I get notifications when they're actually new followers and not. Like Noah Go here, brand new follower, tells me he followed and we're new. If it's somebody like the last one, it'll say rejected because they were already a follower prior. Led Zip. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What you talking about, man?
The man
What you talking
with
about,
a
Liz?
1,000.
Stand up, locked and ready here. And that's today's
Okay.
stand up.
So this is
just so you
what
know
our
that.
devs said they were doing during today's stand-up meeting. This is not yesterday's. This is today's. So in the art department, Bob said he was working on the Viking homes. Kevin said he was working on forums and bugs. And the Viking cloak. Leo the sound guy said he was working on the day-night sound effects and bugs.
Bug.
Matt is working on special attacks and camera support. Reed is working on bug.
Bugs.
And no, that was
sorry.
bug. That was bug.
Bug.
And props optimized.
Spliced said bug.
That's right. Dee got the bug as well. Over in design, Brandon is working on Blood Ravens and bugs. Dan was working on Player Town locks and bugs.
Bug.
Finn was working on the Spyglass and Soulless Bridge bugs.
Bug.
And nested prefab bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, y'all are late on that one. It's like, what
well,
happened? Did you?
Casey decided to chime in. I figured he'd grab that one.
Fire Lotus was working on Release 30 events book and customer service and bugs.
Bug.
Keith was working on Valhold and Novia Collision and bugs.
Bugs.
Our matey was plowing Brittany's alley.
It's going right up the alley.
He found Brittany's back alley.
Yo!
Yowza.
Holy!
What's the matter, Led Zepp? You act like you don't play around in the back alleys.
See real life, man. You're breaking my immersion.
That's where you're always found, though.
Holy!
No comment.
Love the Mad was working on bugs.
Bugs.
And crowd NPCs and the Courage story and Esgard.
Courage.
Courage. Did I mispronounce it?
Courage. Yeah.
Did I really mispronounce that?
Boston accent.
Courage.
Yes, you did.
Fuck me.
Laz got the bad Boston accent.
Yeah. It's
Hey,
courage. Courage. Sorcerer Steve is working on bugs
Courage.
and Brittany
Bug.
cleanup. He's
Yeah,
cleaning
gotta
it up
clean
after.
Brittany
Yeah,
up.
I'm cleaning her up. Yeah, it's like the
He-
blow-up.
he's cleaning it. He plowed her. Now he's got the cleanup duty.
Oh my god.
What is the matter with you, Led Zepp?
Dude,
What
we
is
just
wrong with
read
my
what they
mind?
put
I got-
out there,
I got-
man. You know, I'm sorry if they just don't, they leave it wide open for us.
Oh. No.
They have Brittany wide open. That's what
I
happened.
know. It's like,
Or can't just throw her in the closet, right?
You can.
Well, you
There's
need to-
laws against that.
you need to clean her up after you're done with her. Okay,
Put her away with it.
over in tech, we had Jason working on item logging. Wizard Smoke was working on Performance Manager user interface and options cleanup. One and Only was working on bugs.
Bugs.
Burning Toad was working on lot deed upgrades and build mastering. Taslo is working on store updates and Player Town forum updates and spam blocking and accounting. Zach Shepard was working on tooltip performance and skill math and bugs.
Bugs.
Over in QA, James was working on regression in Release 30 player instructions. The Attenwood was working on sanity testing and reporting in regression. Our production management and other group, we had Dippy Bird working on performance and perforce maintenance and bugs.
Bug.
Gorn was working on the update of the avatar and store updates and general business and board meeting. Barrick was working on radio interview and the hospitaler meeting and moderator chats and community plan. Hutch was working on playtesting and Novia bugs.
Bug.
And the island player town. Lord British was working on Jira entry and emote audit and business and meetings. Chaos was working on bundle assets and the database prep and Lord British emote audit and production tasks. And that brings us to the last man on the list, which is Starr, who was working on forums and the update of the avatar and release 30 post and QA support and release 31 plan.
He's got a plan.
Yeah.
Actually a plan.
Well,
This time they got a plan.
there is a plan in place. You just have to remember that plan is very subjective to what's going to be met
You
during
mean
that
like
plan.
our planning?
Exactly. We know we're going to sit here and we're going to talk for about an hour.
We're going to work on Shroud of the Avatar. We know we're doing that today.
Yeah. There's a plan
Yeah.
for 31. What happened with other?
Well, there's a lot of stuff coming in R30. The list is numerous and many. We've seen a preview of what's out there, and again, it's numerous and many. It's going to be a mind blower for a lot of people. It's going to be annoyance for a lot of people. I'm surprised I haven't heard much more chatter about what's changed, what hasn't changed, what's been updated, what hasn't been updated, and all that. And, I'm really surprised after this weekend, tell you the truth. I think just people may not be out there in droves testing as much as they have been in the past, only because they're not happy with what they had to start with. But that's just my opinion on
To me, the testing is taking a backseat as people are really frustrated with the new combat mechanics.
Absolutely.
And
now there's a post here in the forums on combat. Do we want to touch on that one? Is one of the ones I gave you earlier.
I don't
There's
have
a couple
it loaded
interesting
up.
posts. It's right there in Discord for you, and for anybody else who wants to.
Well, I got distracted by the discrete packaging.
Yeah, the discrete packaging. Drop it in there again if you need it.
I found it.
drop
I found it.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it in the other chat for folks out there who may want to follow along with us and see what we're talking about. You guys can take a look at that and join us and see exactly what I'm talking about and what the folks have to say about it. Now, let me just make sure. Yeah, it's a feedback form on R29, so.
I think it's funny that it's like, please moderate any and all off-topic, non-constructive feedback.
Yeah. These forums are over-moderated as it is. Like I said, Barrick's got his job cut out for him, that's for sure.
Well, figuring out what
feel for
needs
the
to be
guy.
moderated and what doesn't. There's all kinds of silly stuff.
He's got to get his feet wet. He's got to get to know the community and get to know who are, as it is, who our whiners and complainers are, who our movers and shakers are, who our idea men are, and take all that and make his own out of it. But but by all means, we've got all types out there as in any forum, and for the most part, it's engaging. It's funny as hell. That's all I can say. But the question in here was what the new targeting and combat system needs in order to work under the new system. And I don't know, isn't that a little redundant?
Well, the problem really becomes one where it's like the new targeting system, it only works if you're playing by yourself, for yourself, and you don't plan on doing anything.
Like shooting things or hitting things or healing yourself or
but it's
winning a battle.
But this is one where we also know that they have said that they're going to be taking at least 2 months while they tweak it and try to correct it. The problem with it is that it is
a month in.
It is I want to say that it's fundamentally flawed as far as the targeting system goes.
Fix it.
Well, and I want to point out, we have somebody here called Agra. Bullet points to a lot of issues, and there's a lot of other things that are mentioned in here. And one of the funniest things is, and we've heard this about ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, and what their solution was, which was our solution, supposedly, and I don't see it as a solution, is, of course, our healing spells now AoE. And I'm like, really? That's the solution? That's the solution.
Healing touch is...
So in order to give everybody healing abilities, we're going to make it AoE.
Everything's going to be an AoE heal. But I mean, that is absolutely silly to do that, especially because that's revamping the entire skill tree again. So you end up with all kinds of problems with this, and like targeting friend being a healer is impossible right now. Yeah,
being the healer out here.
Using ranged attack is also kind of impossible as well, because you have to be very, very specific about what you're targeting and trying to pull.
And you got to be able to control your rectangle.
Come out.
What are you talking about?
I didn't see originally when I brought that up. Chris had responded and given us a link there. Oh, the targeting demo on the standstill dummies. Oh, yeah, no. Disregard that altogether. That's about freaking useless.
That's standstill.
When we get standstill dummies, then we get mobs that are just going to stand there and let me whack on them. You come back and you tell me when that's programmed in there again.
Then we can use that.
Yeah, and then we can use that system there. Great demo with target dummies. Ooh.
Yeah, he really needs healing. Look at that.
Who just took 377 hit points of damage jumping out of the balloon? That's what I want to know.
Well, it's also, if you think about like some of our PvP events that we go to frequently, that it's like if you're an observer, the only way you can tell someone's health is you can't click on them anymore, so you can't actually watch anything. You don't have any kind of health bar indicators, and so as the players move, it's like you have no idea what's going on until someone falls down dead. Yeah. Other than seeing numbers like going up and down over people's heads.
I'm just following what our folks are saying out here in the chat room. We got some lively chat going on out there. And of course, I don't want to not include all this chatter out there. Yeah, absolutely, Master Valo. He's got a lot to do on the other platforms on that one. Forums aren't a big deal, but they are when you really know our player base out there. I believe that's comments on
Phoenix or something, or what?
On barracks there. And yes, Frost Shocks. Healing specific targets. Big with healers out there. You know what's even bigger is hitting a specific target in combat. I would like to hit the target I'm looking to hit. Not the one halfway across the yard and not the one to the left of me. I want to hit the target that I want to hit. It's a real interesting concept in combat these days. It's called hitting your target.
What a concept.
Yeah, what wobbles the mind. Yeah, as Kelly Bundy would say. But yeah, it's all interesting concept. Justin told me I had to stop thinking logically the other day. Because it made too much sense to think logically.
Logic does not work.
Yeah, but I worked for the government. I had to stop that shit.
Just remember, there's also no such thing as common sense.
Yes, it's uncommon sense, absolutely. But common sense was lost to generations long ago.
Days of old, huh?
In days past, yeah. Back in the days of old, that was just a mere boy.
Yep.
I got Holly Hawk creeping up on us back there.
Tell her not to kill herself this time.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Looks like she's going to stage dive on top of us and land in one of our laps. Come here, Holly.
She's just on top of the fire. She's doing her belly dance.
Meanwhile, we got to go ahead and start wrapping it up here. As,
just
coming
noticed
up
the
on
time.
top of the hour.
This is what happens when you start
We've got quite
late.
a couple items to cover. Well, it's what happens when we've got some interesting stuff to talk about.
Well, we've got
and
the long, extensive calendar. Are you ready for the calendar?
Yes, really long, extensive calendar for today, and don't forget that 12 o'clock.
Okay, so remember our calendar is provided by Avatar Circle. It is currently managed by Kazan Phoenix Fire. All times are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. And today at noon, we have NBNN's Lunch with Laz and Jack. It will be simulcast on Radio Free Britannia and rebroadcast at 3, 6, 9, and 12.
Around the clock.
Around the clock until the next time we have a show. Remember, we are not having a show tomorrow, and Wednesday is a toss-up. We don't know whether or not we'll have one tomorrow. At 4 o'clock, you can listen to...
Zeb will still toss this
Yes.
out.
Toss it off.
Yes, he will be tossing the salad at 4 o'clock. Between 4 and 6 today on Avatar's Radio, we do have Eclipse Maiden back from vacation, so be prepared for a little unmedicated schizophrenia on the air. Then at between 8 and 10, we have Professor DJ Kylie doing Avatar Radio. And the last event for the night is going to be the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting in the Guild Hall in Vengeance. Remember, this is an open invitation for everybody to go out to Vengeance and crash their guild meeting because it's on the public calendar. Crash, kill, do whatever. Yep. And then say, hey, I was here for the guild meeting. Although, I'm waiting for them to say something about us saying this all the time, every Monday.
I know. I'm starting to wonder what actually goes on out there. We should go visit one night just for giggles and grins and see what's happening out there.
It's like, hey,
See
I'm here
if
for the guild
anybody
meeting.
takes us up on
On crashing the guild meeting. That'd be pretty funny.
Yes. Absolutely. And of course, we would like to thank our sponsors out there. We have a new sponsor, by the way. I don't have them up on the sponsors list yet, but I will get them up there. We have another crafting site out there who's come on board, sodacrafting.wiki. And he's built the first fully searchable crafting site that we have here in Shroud of the Avatar. You can search by name, recipe, all sorts of different things, and more to come from what we were told. But go ahead and check him out. Sodacrafting.wiki. Sodacrafting.wiki, is it? Oh, I got to make sure I got the right name for this guy. Sodacrafting.
Yeah.
Is that the old wiki?
No, this is totally new. Totally new sponsor.
Huh.
Of course, we've got Relics by Real, relicsbyreal.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag out there. You can get your t-shirts, you can get your hats, you can get your patches, you can get your drinkware, you can get your coinage, you can get your comic books and all sorts of other swag out there. And if you use the promo code NBNN, you'll get 10% off your order out at relicsbyreal.com. Our good friend Jacob White over at sodamap.com. He's got all the map needs and travel needs for you. If you ever get lost in Shroud of the Avatar, you go to sodamap.com. Type in the location where you're at in the search box up in the upper left-hand side, and you will find out exactly where you are in the world. Of course, if you want to get someplace, just go type that name in, and you'll be able to map yourself a route all the way to your destination. Sodamap.com by Jacob White. Of course, we've got sodataming.com and sodacraft.com. These guys have done all the hard work for you and got all the information you need for crafting and taming. So go check them guys out because they've got information you need. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual needs here in Shroud and the Avatar. Jack, you want to tell the good folks about the marketplace?
Shroud Marketplace is the place to buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes if you want to register as a vendor and you want to sell your services, like a certain person that has a Laz's Weddings and More, you can do that on Shroud Marketplace. Skirta's not here, so we can't talk about Skirta's music service thingy. So we won't talk about that today until he's back. Okay,
Skirta, fun.
If you want Skirta to follow you around and be the wandering bard for an hour, you can pay him $1 to play any event, and he will play anything you want.
That's right. Skirta to make you holler for $1.
And we do have some of the rarest items in game, including the Hearth of Britannia. There's a few different vendors that are selling those, as well as some of the released Easter 2015 stuff that I'm selling, as well as some of the Halloween stuff and some other things. Yay. But Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related, including town rentals. You can rent a row house in the Brickport family towns.
That's right. You can actually rent a town. I know a guy.
Yeah. You know a guy? His name is Laz.
Yeah, I know a guy. His name's Laz. Yeah.
That's right. You can
Good
rent
friend
his
of mine.
town.
He'll give you a good deal.
That's
Rent
right.
out a whole town for an event if you want.
Names. You name names.
It's not Led Zepp.
Yep.
Okay, Casey's renting out Led Zepp 15-minute increments.
Yeah, mine is worth. Yeah.
You have to wait to the release that the back alleys in Brittany come out, though.
You need to be done by the time the cigarette burns out.
Anywhere.
Anyway,
Anytime.
we are at the top of the hour here, folks, and that means it's time for us to scoot on out of here. Of course, I want to remind you all this is a release week. We have release 30 hitting the internet here on Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we've got a lot of updates, a lot of new stuff, a lot of new content, and just a lot of interesting things and changes that are happening in release 30. And we'll be here to bring you all that to you. Of course, again, reminder, we will not be here tomorrow and possibly not here on Wednesday. So if we don't see you on those 2 days, we will be here bringing you the latest on release 30 on Thursday. So on
Hopefully.
that note, I'm going to go ahead and let Jack take us out of here and do our thank yous, and
Okay.
we'll work our way out of here.
Yes, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for talking with us. Don't forget, you're always free to join us in Discord. Just go to nbnn.info and click on the connect button, then type in the name that you want us to call you. And then you can talk to us, text with us, do whatever. But remember, thank you guys. We do this for you guys. That includes thank you, audience, GG. Thank you, Kush Lady. Thank you, Botox. Change Tip, Frost Shocks, Casey, Master Valo, RP Rovine, Murmur, Sue, Dreadfully Despised. Yeah, sorry if I butchered your name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the stroke there or what?
Some of those names are a little tough to.
Yeah.
Why do I smell toast?
Sue. It's 3 Murs followed by a Sue.
Casey, you burning the balls again?
Yes. But thank
Somebody
you guys.
randomly smelling toast is a possible sign of a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for doing this. We really do it for you guys, and you know what? It makes us have a better show whenever you guys participate, because otherwise we're relatively boring.
We love you guys, and of course, I'll be fishing tomorrow. With a little luck, so we'll be. Yeah, it's the.
I'll be
Laz
entertaining
actually
myself.
taking a day off to get out and try and do something. Get out there in the world.
Yeah.
Gotta prep myself up for Hobload. But meanwhile, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
Mr. Casey Cupcakes.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, stupid, silly jokes, and any other chaos we can bring you here. We're out of here for now. We will be back with you soon. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll be back with more here on NBNN. I'm going to Obloth. I love this shit.
Going to Obloth too. I still have to build this fucking printing presses. I can't believe I've been procrastinating
I
this
got
long.
work to do. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.